Hi, this is Barry Leadham coming to you from sunny Sacramento, and I'm back today to continue my discussion about how to navigate your business through icy cold waters so your business doesn't end up like the Titanic, sunk and at the bottom of the ocean. Because you're a courageous, confident, empowered entrepreneur, and this is your time, and you can have it all if you just keep a positive mindset, stick with the plan, learn from your mistakes, and continue your training by discovering 4 more easy ways to survive and thrive in a cold market. Good communication is not something you're born with. It's a skill that you develop. And one of the easiest ways to grow your business and supercharge your networking ability is to develop the skill of talking to strangers. As tribal creatures, human beings instinctually perceive strangers as dangerous outsiders seeking to pillage their village. So you're instinctually inclined to fear and dislike people you don't know. But in modern society, this simply isn't true, and most people are friendly and willing to talk to you. But what's happened is you've carried this human instinct along with childhood conditioning, don't talk to strangers, into adulthood and develop social anxiety instead of good communication skills, which can significantly harm your business growth because as a result, you either avoid one-on-one marketing activities or don't do as much of them as you should. Modernly, these fears have turned into the fear of rejection, the fear of disapproval, and what other people might think about you, as I covered in my last 2 videos about surviving in a cold market. So today, let's continue your training by discovering 4 more easy ways to survive and thrive in a cold market. Number 1, resign yourself to the idea of being a beginner. This is one of the best ways to change your social comfort level when doing one-on-one marketing activities. You see, we frequently compare ourselves to top producers when doing marketing activities and try to measure up. But when you compare yourself to others who network effortlessly, there's a lot of pressure to be at the same level. And when you make a mistake and you don't hold up to the perfectionistic model in your mind, you quit, saying, I'm no good at this. It's just not for me. I'll never be able to do it like Caitlin does. But when you concede to yourself that you're just a beginner, you're more apt to allow yourself to make mistakes and continue. It's just a question of mindset and shifting your thinking, and it works. So stop comparing yourself to top networking gurus and resign yourself to being a beginner. And remember, no expectations, no disappointments, because it's progress, not perfection. Number 2, take action when the adrenaline hits. As I told you in my first cold market video, when you feel apprehensive about approaching and talking to a new prospect, whether it's on the phone or in person, your hypothalamus in your brain sends signals to your adrenal glands on your kidneys to begin pumping adrenaline into your bloodstream, which triggers your fight or flight response, causing anxiety, which in turn causes self-limiting thoughts that prevent you from taking action and hold you back from doing all the amazing things you gotta do in your life. The trick is when the adrenaline hits and you start feeling anxious, that's when you take action. If you start thinking too long after the anxiety hits, you're dead in the water and you're just not going to do the activity. So when the adrenaline hits, stop thinking and start moving and use this natural stimulant to your advantage to propel you forward to completing your task. Because 1 ounce of doubt and you're out. So stop thinking and start moving right when the adrenaline hits. Number 3, let your customer's language match your thinking. Now, center yourself in a place where you completely let go of everything you've ever been taught about networking and cold marketing. And you'll find yourself spontaneously using language that you would use in a natural conversation with someone you know. This method turns cold marketing into a refreshing, productive experience. As you let go of your old thoughts that your product or service is your only way of generating a conversation with a prospect, you'll make the most crucial transition of all. You'll begin thinking of approaching potential prospects not from your perspective, but from a customer perspective. So what do I mean by that? Well, imagine what it would be like if you could hear your prospects' thoughts about the problems they're having every day that your product, service, or business could solve. Even more importantly, suppose you could also make note of the words and phrases they're using as they think about their problems, and that you could take that language and embed it in your cold market approach. So, how do you do this? By simply asking your current customers what 3 main problems your product or service has solved for them, and then embed this language into your thinking. When you match your thinking with your customer's language and then use your customer's words and phrases, you establish a super connection with any new prospect in a cold market that doesn't trigger rejection. Number 4, and this is the most important point of all, never forget your purpose. This is the reason why you got into your business in the first place. Remember? To be of service and to positively impact people's lives. Realize that offering your product, service, or business to others is simply a way to fulfill your purpose. So keep why you got into your business always in the forefront of your mind. You have an obligation to offer your product, service, or business to anyone it can help. Think about how many people you haven't helped today because you've held on to the fear of rejection, and think how selfish you're being. It's selfish because you're not giving other people the opportunity to experience your amazing product, service, or business to better their life. I mean, why are you keeping this all to yourself anyway? Look, you want to help people, right? So just shift your mindset from I'm bothering people to I'm helping people, and then go find some people who would like your help by greeting them and then asking questions to qualify them to see if your product, service, or business can help them solve a problem in their life. I'd like to wrap it up by saying, when you think about networking and cold marketing, at first you may feel uncomfortable, but in reality, you're already a person capable of comfortably talking to anyone, anytime, any place, because human beings are not only tribal creatures, but social creatures. So you don't have to try to be social, you already are, naturally and instinctually. So stop thinking and just let your social being flow naturally. And understand that the fear of rejection generally arises due to a high need for approval from others. And when you don't get it, it hurts your pride and ego, which interferes with your confidence and your marketing activities. But don't let your desire for approval be stronger than your desire to succeed by remembering why you got started in your business. You also need to understand that your prospect is not rejecting you and your message, they're rejecting what you represent, which is an unwanted interruption that's taking your prospect off track. This rejection is intuitive, not intellectual, so you gotta learn how to deal with it on that level. The question becomes not how to avoid rejection, but how to prepare for it and use it to your advantage to get what you want. And that's to educate others about your product, service, or business. So when you're about to cross that stranger barrier, remember that each person in every life experience is an incredible learning opportunity necessary to take you to the life you've always wanted. And to do that, you must stay focused on why you got started in this business in the first place, and what you're going to accomplish in the future, what you're accomplishing right now, and what you've accomplished in the past, because it's out of the memory of success that the fear of rejection is silenced. This is Barry Leadham. Thanks for stopping by. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it, share it, or leave me a comment down below. See you next time.